Hello everybody, this is Naomi from Naomi She Said. I was asked to do a tutorial on my Memory Dex box that I made. So, I'm going to give you the measurements of it and show you how to put it together. The first thing you're going to need is foam board. You can get it at any Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Walmart, just about any place for a buck and a half. Okay, this is my template. You're going to need one 6 by 11 foam board cut this size. Then you're going to need two 3 by 11 cut in foam board this size. Then you will need two 3 by 4.5 cut in this size. Okay, throughout this process, I've had phone error, I've had computer error. So, I've ended up making two boxes, and they've never been videoed. So, this is my third attempt to do this. So, I have all my pieces already cut out and ready to go. Hoping to make this a little shorter so maybe we can make a go of it. Okay, my suggestions is that you put your paper that goes on the inside of the box in first. It is so much easier to put this paper in now on it while you've got it out of the box than it is to try to put it in while you've got it made. So, due to another computer error, I've already put my pieces on my foam board. So, all of them are together. But all you do is cut your paper down to the size of the foam board. You can either use glue or you can use double-sided sticky tape. I use double-sided sticky tape. Pull it off, lay it down, and voila, we're ready to go. Okay, I've got my hot glue gun warming up over here on the side. So, this is where I use the hot glue gun because I want it to stay in place good. Take and run a bead of hot glue down the side of your foam board. Line it up on the edging of your foam board. Hold it in place till it sets. Then you will come back with an end piece and you will do the inside of this lip. Oh, you won't. Do the end on all the way. Down here, straight across the bottom. And you're going to make sure you have it on the edging. Make sure it's standing up tall. Okay. The good thing about hot glue is it doesn't take long to get cold and stick together. Okay, now your other piece. You will run a bead on the top of the paper. Then you run a full bead down the bottom of the box. And then put it gently in place. Make sure it's lined up on the edge. Firmly holding it in place until it sets. Okay, now all we have is one piece left. Put it all the way around the edgings of the foam board. And we put it together. And now your box is completely put together. One of the things that I do with my wooden dials, I make a little, and all this is a small piece of foam board, like this, and I cut it down. And what I use this for, this is where I take and I lay my Memory Dex card down on it, and I place it like this, put my wooden dial here, then I remove this, and I take a pencil, and I mark where this dial is going to lay. I don't want it cut in the end of this box because this dial will come all the way through it. So, then line this back up, just like so. Put the dial here again, remove the Memory Dex card, and make another one. You can leave these white just as they are, or you can paper them like I have done. But one of the things that you're going to do, this is my easiest way I have figured out to cut these holes out. Take and put your scissors just on the inside line of your dots or your circles and mash down. Squeeze your scissors together and it pulls out the foam board. Then move around on the other side and do it again. And it's going to make like a little X in it. Then take the tip into your scissors. Make sure you leave plenty of space on the back side of your board so that you don't stick this pair of scissors into your fingers. And just twist it. And you'll come out with a little hole. I cut off the excess pieces. And this is where your dial is going to slide in to the end of it. And you'll do two of these this way. One for each end of your box. Which these are my two pieces. And all I've got to do is take and put my hole here. And my hole here. Because I already put the hole in it. I just papered it so that it would match the inside of your box. Okay. Now we need to measure the two pieces of wooden dial. Put it on one end of your box like so. Make sure it's flush. Then you will take right here where your box and your meat go in just a little bit shorter than what the actual box is. That way it gives you a little bit of play to, and then I don't have a saw, so I've learned to accommodate. Take your little cutters, come just a little bit past the line. You can see it. And just easily cut down beside it. And then just twist and it comes off that easy. One of the things I need to get is a little handsaw. But this works just as well. Then put your dial in this end. Put this one in this end. Then come here. Grab the other one. Slide it in and over. And you're going to do the same with this one. And this is how I do mine. Because I don't want my dials coming through the end of the paper down here. So this way it has to go literally through this whole piece of foam before it's going to come through. So as you see, what I do now, I'm not crazy about using the hot glue gun on this end. I just take a good glue, like so, glue it up. I gotta go all the way around it. And the reason that I keep it slid down is that way whenever you slide this back into your box, it's not getting glue all over your box. Take and put your Memory Dex card in here. That way you've got clearance on both sides of your box. And you know you're pretty well even. Push these firmly to the floor. And you're going to take and literally slide this to the wall. Hold it firmly in place. Then you will come down here. I'm trying to make it where everybody can see. Do this one the same way. Just double check it. Make sure you got plenty of space on both sides. That way if somebody does make you a handmade card and it's a little bit bigger, it gives you a little bit of extra space on both sides so that it will fit in there perfectly. And just now it's just a matter of holding this for a few minutes good and firm. So like I use the art glitter glue. It's not got really glitter in it, but it's a quick drying glue, so that's why I like it. It's pretty strong. Okay, there you go. There's the inside of your box, all pretty and ready to start. Now, for our papers, we are going to do the long side first. And normally what I do is I lay my box on its side, measure out the distance, get around here where you can see what I'm doing. I clip to the end of the box, and I figure enough space that's going to be the thickness of that box. I'll give you a better look in just a second. Okay, now this is what I was talking about. This will fold over into your box. This piece is going to lay right here on top of this edging, just like so. Same with this down here. Okay, now pull off the 3. I put 3 at the top of the double-sided because I want it to stay in place once I put this up here. Lay it firmly, rub her down. There you go. Now, what I do, start to pull off all of the tape.